And we're back with yet another XRP update. You are all familiar with the crypto ZDX family. You guys are truly great. You two are incredibly loving every single day. Keep on helping, and with these upgrades, your boy Crypto ZX has you covered. According to White House crypto czar David Sachs, July will be a significant month when a bill pertaining to clarity and genius is signed into law and sent to the Senate. Overall, the cryptocurrency markets are currently showing a lot of green, and it's always good to see some double-digit gainers achieve a 14% increase. Is it likely that the second half will begin with a strong start? Because all things considered, we still haven't witnessed nearly as much excitement as we did at the start of the year. That would be something, of course. A lot of people are waiting for that. And we can actually see that things are gradually but steadily heating up. When compared to a valuation of $125.7 billion in the 24-hour trading volume at roughly $2.6 billion, the current price of XRP is $2.13, up 1.4% in USD and 1% in Bitcoin. Before we continue, though, let me just quickly clarify that nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always conduct your own research and due diligence before making a cryptocurrency investment. Breaking. Before running for office in 2024, I became interested in cryptocurrency and owned Bitcoin, according to President Trump. He says China will do this if America doesn't. After regulation, US-based cryptocurrency will benefit greatly from bullish XRP, HBAR, and other factors. As a result, Donald Trump has publicly acknowledged that he owned Bitcoin. You're right. You have heard that. In fact, he owned Bitcoin prior to his 2024 campaign. And now he understands why he has been promoting cryptocurrency for so long. He had been focusing a lot on cryptocurrency even during his campaign, which has benefited the markets more than you may imagine. And the crypto scene has evolved significantly since he entered the picture. There will be a lot more regulatory clarification soon. Some significant pivots are taking place. And all of it is because of the thorough restructuring and the President of the United States' endorsement of this new developing technology. And that's really beginning to happen with full force. Now let's have a look at this. Wow, no hood and no coin, says Raoul Powell. RKLB is a coin-based stock that is currently going vertical, and all of the RV Pro portfolio was added to all of the calls at the April low. Thus, these are his personal calls once more. I'm not sure, I clearly don't follow, and I don't belong to that cause exclusive group or whatever it is I'm attempting to make that point. However, Tesla is probably going to follow. Crypto is the next stage. The spigot of liquidity is open and wide. Basically, he's saying that you're beginning to see businesses that are based on cryptocurrency, and that Robinhood isn't necessary offering everything. A few more services as well. However, this only serves to highlight how popular these assets are becoming on the stock side of the market. He is essentially suggesting that cryptocurrency might be the next big thing. And from the perspective of opportunity, I completely concur. It's astounding to consider how many altcoins are currently trading very close to their bear market zone, and it clearly demonstrates where, given the current state of domination, we're on the right track. Naturally, the dominance is currently at roughly 66%, which indicates that there is a lot of money invested in Bitcoin in particular at the moment, but it also indicates the direction of things. That turning point would be when the dominance began to wane. Furthermore, dominance may begin to wane following the FOMC rate decrease, but in my view, this is unavoidable. Going forward, consider this. XRP will re-enter the US markets and acquire significant institutional momentum when Ripple settles with the SEC and the Genius Act is passed concurrently. All of these factors together will influence its pricing and draw significant institutional funding. What if we claim that it was already taking place in front of our eyes? Naturally, we have already discussed this on multiple occasions in Canada. I believe that the 3IQ XRP spot ETF has revolutionized the market in Canada. Naturally, it's a turning point, and it helps us realize that this will occur sooner rather than later. However, what if I told you that even that is already taking place and that the floodgates are opening in terms of gaining institutional momentum? If you're paying attention to XRP, you'll see that some of the biggest corporations in the world have started to raise money in order to include XRP on their balance sheet. Naturally, everyone is now speculating about the 1,700 NDAs. What could that actually be? Was that something that had previously occurred? Some of these things have been made public, which naturally raises questions about the true purpose of those NDAs. However, let's proceed. Instead of focusing on macro cycles, BlackRock sees 2025 as a year of positioning around macro transformation. In 2025, a little rate cut is anticipated. Be prepared for the banana zone once the rate decreases and Jerome Powell's Federal Reserve starts printing again. This move is probably already priced in. Wow, the rate cut is amazing. That's a big claim. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. However, when Saturday approaches, let's examine the cost. It is still Friday, of course, but since Bitcoin is dominating, it will reach 65.75%. It's still displaying a lot of strength. Just a few hours ago, we reached 66%. Bitcoin is currently trading at 106,800, which is quite close to the 800 support line and a very significant support line. I have discussed this with all of you. We did retest 108,400 2 days ago, so how could we possibly drop to the support? At the moment, we're experiencing a slight cooling off, and that's the next support line we're holding. That's it, but Bitcoin appears to be doing very well. Dominance is about to break again in new yearly high, which it did just hours ago after experiencing a slight reversal. We must take things one step at a time, but altcoins are still trailing the larger